Hey, thanks for taking a minute to check out the Hope Economy website. If you're wondering what we do, it's a great question, so let me give you a couple of answers. It all started where we wanted to figure out a way to deliver some impact that was a little bit more self-sustainable, a little bit more direct, kind of Matthew 25, right? Help those who need a drink, help those who need clothes, that kind of thing. And so we built some children's homes out in India. Built some water wells out in Cambodia. We did some stuff in Uganda. We did some stuff in South America. But what we realized is all of these things are great, but it takes resources to do them, and there's just not enough resources to go around if you're just relying on donations. And so I started thinking about my business and ways that we could use the business as a vehicle or an engine for the mission. And then it kind of grew from there to the point where now really what the Hope Economy is all about is going into difficult areas where folks aren't necessarily able to help themselves, and then looking for ways that we can build and develop an economy that will fund the mission. So think in terms of like an economic engine. If you go into an area and there's people with skill, with ability, but they haven't necessarily got the capital they need to start micro businesses or to start, larger businesses, depending on where you are. What if we could find a way to help them do that? What if we could get entrepreneurs and business owners to come together in a collective group where none of us are worried about who's the biggest, who's the best, and all of us are only worried about how do we touch the world for Jesus? And what if we could put our brain power together and say, okay, in this region, in this town, in this village, this is what we can do to help these folks, just to come alongside them and guide them, but ultimately to help them create a system that generates the necessary income that will then fuel and fund the mission and the other things that we need to do. That way it's self-sustainable, and more importantly, that way it's replicable, so we can go and do it again in other places. So I don't want your money, but I really want your brain power, your skill, and your competence. If you are an entrepreneur or a business person, I want to be friends. If you want to change the world for Jesus, I really want to be friends. So get in touch, drop me a line, let's connect, and let's see what we can do together. Even better, check out some of the other things I do on MikeThakur.com. I got workshops that speak into this very thing for business owners in the US. You might enjoy one of those, and you might meet some great people along the way.